Hello! In today's video, we'll see how to correctly fill out Form EX1, known as Modelo EX01 in Spanish. This is the immigration form used to apply for a non-lucrative or non-profit temporary residence in Spain, meaning that this permit will be only for purposes of residence and it doesn't allow the foreigner to work. We will begin by downloading this form. You can do it from our website by going to the section of Immigration Downloadables. Form EX1 will be on the list of residence permits. And as you can see, we also have an English guide, so you can use it when filling out the official version and know exactly what fields you must complete if you don't understand Spanish. Naturally, this official form is only filled out and submitted in Spanish, but still, we'll leave you a link in the description box of this English guide right here. So once inside this page, scroll down and simply click on Download Form. Okay, now at the beginning you can see this first section which corresponds to the data of the foreigner who is applying for this residence permit, in this case, you. Write down your passport number and foreigner identity number. Write your first surname here. And this field is for a second surname. However, if you don't have it, you can leave it blank. Write your name and select your gender. And don't get confused here as this H means male and this M female. Then write your date of birth and the place and country of birth too, which you should write in Spanish. Now your nationality, for which you must use the same word you use in the country field, and the marital status. S is single, C is married, B is for widowed, D is divorced, and SP is separated. So choose the one that applies to you. Now write your father's name and your mother's name. Now input your address in Spain, the one that you register in the municipality when doing the empadronamiento process. This is important because you should have an address where you can receive correspondence or the authorities can contact you. But if you haven't yet moved over to Spain or are doing this process from a consular office, then just put your current address. In any case, it's mandatory to put a contact address here. Write the number of the street too. And if you live in an apartment complex, write on which floor. Here we have the location, for which you can write the town or city you're in. SEPE means postal code of 5 digits, and the province. Now write your contact information such as a phone number, and if you don't have a Spanish one, you can just put the number you're using from the country you're in. And your email address. If a legal representative like a parent or a guardian or also a lawyer is filling out this form for a minor, they should fill out this section and write their passport, ID, or NIE, and the legal capacity they have, which you can see on the final page of this form. Keep in mind that this is point number 4. So we can see here that the legal representative can be the mother or father of a minor, guardian, or other. However, if you're filling out your own application form, then just ignore this line and the second section, as this just asks again for more details about the legal representative. Now, here, choose if you have dependent children of school age living in Spain or not. After this, section number 3, address for notification purposes, should be filled out only if you want the notification letters to be sent to you to a different address from the one you wrote before in the first section. This also applies to other contact information, in case you want to be contacted through a different phone number or email. If not, you can leave all this section empty and go to the next one. Now, tick this checkbox if you want to receive notifications through electronic means, but for this, you must have a digital certificate or a permanent clave in the clave system. This way is much faster than getting your notifications by postal mail. Write your name here, and in section number 4, type of authorization requested, select the one that fits your case. There are some here such as holder of a previous residence authorization that ceases in such condition, meaning that you will now change it for this nonprofit permit. There's also the situation of requesting this permit for a minor born or not born in Spain, child of a resident. And this one, which is being the holder of a student permit as a family member, but wanting to change this one for the non-profit permit in the case your relative stopped studying and doesn't have anymore this studying permit. And you can specify other reasons as well. In this list, which applies to first and second renewals, there's the option to apply for the renewal of this permit if you have previously requested it. And you can also specify another permit of the same nature that you wish to renew. This last list refers to special renewals which apply to these situations stated here. So once we have read this list, which you should also remember that you can do it by reading our English guide, now let's choose the one that best suits our case. Let's say this person is requesting an initial nonprofit permit due to finishing his higher studies and now is looking for a job. And we'll check this box because it is an initial permit. Tick this checkbox only if you do not consent to the consultation of your data and documents in the possession of the administration. In this case, the corresponding documents must be provided. If you do choose this, you will need to fill out Annex number 1, on which you'll need to name the documents for which verification or consultation is authorized, as well as those you don't want to be verified in Annex number 2. However, it's advisable not to tick that checkbox of consent and let the immigration office do these verifications. At the bottom, put the province from where you're making this application, and also write the date of its submission. This section at the bottom is filled out by the immigration agent in charge, so you don't need to worry about it. And for the final step, you or your legal representative should sign it, and you have two options. Do it by printing this form and signing it manually if you decided to submit it in person at one of the corresponding offices, or sign it electronically using a digital certificate. So we just skip this page. And this last page, as we've seen before, is only used for instructions, so you shouldn't include it on your application at the moment of printing or submitting it electronically. Now it's time to download it. And here you can do it with or without your changes. And of course, we'll choose this first option.
For more information, do not forget to check our website and social media. I'll leave you the link in the description box, and if you want to be updated on how to do your day-to-day procedures and paperwork, do not forget to subscribe to our channel.